Hello. Privately, I've had some quite fun and useful comments from people about the council video that I did the other day. And I've been looking for some other gems and I found quite a few. But some of them are just a bit odd. Now, what I mean by odd is that if you've ever been a member of a sort of an official committee or an association or something like that, you have minutes, and it's custom that if you can't make the meeting, you send in your apologies. And at the beginning of the meeting, the apologies are read out. Everybody says, yes, that's fine, we understand. And then you start the meeting. Not so with Lowestoft Town Council. There, things are done slightly more unusually. When people send in their apologies, the officials will say that reasons were given. So when someone says, look, I can't come to the meeting today, I've got to go to the dentist, that's a good reason. So they just say, reason given. Well, that's not enough for Councillor Brooks. She actually votes against people's apologies. Watch this.
Proposed. The item was to consider the apology submitted by Councillor Smith. It was proposed to accept them by Councillor Pearce, seconded by Councillor Green. You need to vote now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing Smith first. Okay.
Okay, so vote to approve Councillor Smith's. Yep. Wendy.
How
Okay.
are you voting?
I forgot about me then. Yeah, I'll approve.
So 3 votes in favour, 1 against.
Forgot about me. Okay, for Councillor Newsom. Okay, and a vote. Everyone. I remember that time.
Unbelievable. One of the other things that councils do is that they hold their meetings in public. And that's where I'm getting all these from. They're public records of what the meeting does, says, and is going to do. But some things they discuss, understandably, have to be kept private. So if you were going to discuss in public who you were going to give a contract to, that could be a tricky thing. So some things on the agenda are shifted to a section that is not broadcast to the public, and that's perfectly legitimate. In actual fact, you couldn't really do everything in public. It would be awful. You'd never get some things done. And obviously some things do need to be kept secret. Councillor Brooks doesn't quite understand that. In this next clip, you'll see Councillor Pearce attempting to talk about something that's been discussed in private so that it can be mentioned in the meeting and everybody present will know what he's talking about, but the public, like myself, won't have a clue. And he's actually got a good point, really, because they need to be discussed at this particular moment in the meeting, but you can't say what they are. So he obscures it, quite cleverly, I thought, until Councillor Brooks decides to spill the beans. And even when she's prompted that she can't, she carries on. And at the end, when they try to move on, she still does it again. She really doesn't seem to have a handle on how to talk about things secretly. Watch this.
Excuse me.
Oh, Councillor Brooks, sorry, I missed you.
Okay. I'm intrigued that the local constabulary have an issue.
Okay, so
I don't want to go into details. If it's on the portal, then it's publicly available, which means you can talk about it, I think, if you've actually put it on the portal.
So my role as a design out crime officer is to comment on any planning application that comes through for Lowestoft, in fact the whole of east of Suffolk. So it's not just this. Unfortunately I have any number of planning applications hitting my desk at one time where I comment on behalf of the constabulary in respect of security and best guidelines for building.
So it's on the portal, so we can talk about it in public session because it's publicly available, the portal.
It's not to do with the agenda.
Yeah, can I point of order?
No, I want to talk about the party wall.
Yeah, I know you do, Wendy, but just to be clear, Andy raised it in the section of an interest in that the submission on the portal was in, to use his words, his day job. He was not acting in his capacity as a marina trustee. We are only here today to consider the relationship between the town council and the marina trustee. So any submission that Andy has made in a separate role is not for discussion at today's agenda.
That's absolutely fine. I'm not, that doesn't worry me at all. But the issues that came up were to do with the removal of any fire escape.
What did I say about?
No, sorry. What do you mean? What did you say about?
Because I said I was being deliberately oblique.
Right, okay. The issues that were brought up by the Marina Theatre were to do with the removal of.
Can we
Yes,
not say things?
we're in public session, Councillor Brooks.
Andy was talking, what has been uploaded?
I know.
Right.
I'm not talking about Andy's issue.
What has been uploaded to the portal is in relation to his day job. What I said was, in relation to the last party wall agreement discussion, which was not in public session, I didn't know if the Marina wanted us in public session to say what their concerns were, which is why I deliberately
Didn't say them.
Oh,
Right,
right. My apologies. I've just said what the concerns were.
yeah.
Why is that a secret?
I didn't say it was, I was just being
Why
discreet.
is that?
I
Right,
was trying to be discreet.
right. Can we just move on? Otherwise, yeah.
Well,
right.
no, to note
Item-
matters relating to, we haven't, what matters are we noting?
We've noted that the party wall surveyor came out last Thursday and
Okay.
will be producing their report, which
So
is
we
in
haven't got
line
their
with the
report
Party
yet.
Wall Act and is a neutral report. So no, we haven't got the report yet.
Right, okay.
We also noted that when the party wall surveyor, who's assured both parties of their neutrality, finishes their work, that we don't agree with the party wall survey, that it will be a legal challenge to overturn it.
Yeah, which was really
I
important
believe
point.
is what we've noted, isn't it?
Yeah, really important point. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. Item 20, LOWESTOFT Ambassador to Event.
Can I just say,
Councillor Pearce, yes.
if the Marina Theatre Trust didn't want that information disclosed publicly, can they let the office so that basically the public YouTube can be edited?
Yes, whether you need that or not, or want that or not.
Fire escape, I think.
Yeah. Oh dear. Can we just?
That's about as much as I could take today. I've watched far too much of the council meetings, and it's a bit like getting your head beaten by a hammer in some places. It's not exactly entertaining, the rest of it. Not all councillors, of course, even speak. It's quite common in the meetings for many of the elected councillors to say absolutely nothing at all. Although, in fairness, Councillor Pearce and Councillor Brooks do seem to sort of take up most of the meetings with their bickering. So anyway, when I get a bit more patience, I'll hunt some more gems out for you to save you having to watch their awful meetings. Take care. See you later.